John chapter 8, verse 12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness but will have the light of life. So, Jesus is the light of this world, and whoever has him, we will never walk in darkness. The Lord will lead us, he will guide us, and he will protect us. And we just have to call on him. He's a loving God. Immediately he will come to our rescue and he will shine his light and he will guide the way for us. I want to share with you the story of Harry and Lisa. Harry was a junior at the Air Force Academy in Colorado many years back, and he was set up on a date with Lisa. And being the first date, he was very, very excited and he wanted to take her on a trek up the mountain. So things got delayed a bit, and they started on the hike, and they went quickly. They reached the peak. They just sat down there. They spoke. They were really, vibing well, and then they enjoyed the sunset. Then only Harry's mind woke up. Oh my God, if the sun is setting here, and he realized he didn't bring any torches, he didn't bring a warm jacket, nothing. So quickly he just managed to tell her, being a young guy on a first date, he didn't want to scare her, he didn't want to, make a bad impression, but he said, come, we have to leave. And quickly they started the climb down. Harry was very worried. He felt it was his responsibility. He was training in the Air Force Academy. He was a Boy Scout, so he knew the seriousness of all this, and he knew he should have been prepared. So he was feeling very guilty, but soon it was pitch dark and they just couldn't even see one step ahead of them. They were on a ridge with deep valleys around them, and just even one wrong step they could fall and kill themselves. So they were very scared, and in fact Harry said, okay, let me try crawling. And he crawled, but he just slipped on a scree, and he could hear the smaller rocks just rolling down, and somehow he managed to steady himself, and they just decided, we'll just sit down here and not move and wait. But it was getting very cold. It was nearly freezing. It was early November, and though Lisa did carry a light sweater with her, she was shivering. Harry, very generously and chivalrously gave his light jacket to her also. But with both these things, she was shivering and his teeth were literally chattering. So he just decided to pray. So he said, Lord, please save us from this situation. Please, Lord, give me some light. I know you are the light of the world. And he heard this same verse. He just heard it very clearly, and he was wondering, like, did anybody say it out aloud, or did he hear it in his heart? But he really felt it in his heart, that Jesus saying that he is the light of the world. And he said, Jesus, you are the light of the world. And he softly kept repeating that over and over again. And he said, show me the light, Lord. And he opened his eyes and he saw a blue-green kind of glow around his shoes. He was like, what is this on my shoes? What is this glowing on my shoes, around my shoes? He says it is like a illuminated watch dial. So those days they didn't have mobile phones, and they didn't have these fancy shoes with lights and all that. So he was wondering what it was, and he stood up and he could see the light just around his feet. He could see what was happening on the trail. He could just make out just around his feet. So he slowly started walking and he could see the path quite clearly with that light. And he said, Lisa, hold on to me. And she held on to his back, and very slowly and carefully he took a step, and in every step the way was illuminated. The light kept, shining around his feet until he came, out of the trees, and he could see his car parked at the end of the trail. Then he was so excited, they were so happy, and they said, oh, we have come. And then he looked down, there was no light. So till now he knows that Jesus was the light, and he said, he is the lamp unto my feet and the light unto my path. So God will lead us. So Jesus is the light of the world. So all we have to do when we are in darkness, be it literal darkness or maybe darkness of your soul, maybe you're going through a difficult situation, maybe you don't know what decision to make, maybe everything seems black and bleak around you, but just pray, trust in the Lord. He is the light of the world. He will shine his light, he will show you the way, and he will lead you to safety. He will rescue you and lead you and keep you safe, because this God is a loving God. God loves you so much. His love is unlimited. His love is unconditional. God loves you.